toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Panthers offense will get the first possession of the game. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Hit right back to the line.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
They'll leave it with him. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He finds his man, and he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Using his legs, it's stopped. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Renfro. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Offense lining up quickly.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know too that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The give to the tailback. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
In this offense, they like their quarterback running these QB-designed runs like you saw right there, but the defense, they're going to light up every time they see him tote the rock. They know they've got an opportunity to lay a hit on him and create a takeaway like they did right there.
First down here for the offense. Here comes the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Handoff to the fullback. At the 40, there he goes. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to 31.
Like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. He's going to catch a big fella.
6th play of the drive coming up. On the option. Now the toss. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Back to throw, it's Glenn. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game. Turnover wasn't great, so David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll run it from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Pitt pushing the base. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. He's got it down the middle. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and we saw that right there.
Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on second down. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
On the run, it's Goff. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's a fake, going for the sticks. Running with power. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. To the air, it's Glenn. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement, and they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
On 3rd down, going up top. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space. It's Lloyd. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Hit right back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Finds the tight end. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
On the option. Quick toss. Across the 45. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
When you come out and the run game works right away, everybody gets confidence, everybody's happy, and the whole playbook now is open for everybody to use.
He rifles one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd down coming up. To the air, it's Glenn. Looking left. It's caught downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
It was a nice play there, handing it off to the fullback, and the defense is lucky. That strong safety came downhill. He made that tackle. If he doesn't make it, who knows, guys? I mean, that might have been a touchdown.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Pass on the way, it's picked off.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal.
Sends it downfield. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll go to the fullback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he'd like to have back.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Seminoles are marching down the field. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Florida State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Pitt pushing the pace. Using his legs, it's Floyd. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
4th down coming up.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That's caught. It's Gibson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. The give to the fullback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Knowles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
Caught behind the line. It's Gibson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yards.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls over.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking for a man. It's Holstein. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for just a few yards. Pitt right back to the line. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Using his feet to buy time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Trying play action. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they're still short of the first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback will audible. Run it with the fullback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Panthers headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10. He wants to throw. Coming after. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. To the air, it's Holstein. Pocket starts to collapse. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Marshall is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over Georgia State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Goes to the option. The pitch. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's going to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a spot.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Give to the fullback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Big fullback's got it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The give to the big fullback. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Makes his connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they spike it to stop the clock.
Incomplete. It leads to second down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Dropping back, it's Holstein. It's complete to the right. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Pitt pushing the pace. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
I don't hate the play call there on 3rd and short either, because you try to catch them off guard. 3rd and short on your own side of the 50. It's not there. Throw it away. Now, if you want to go for it now and run it, now's the time to do it on 4th down.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. The jet sweep pass. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the big fullback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't